diamonds on my neck. I like boarding jets, I like more than sex, but nothing in this world that I like more than checks. Money. All I really wanna see is the money. I don't really need a D, I need the money. All a bad bitch need is the money. I got.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into my channel. This is Chit Chat with BrittBratt. As you know, I'm BrittBratt, and we about to sit and chat. Guys, a lot has been going on. Just had an amazing weekend. My mom just recently got married, part 2. Okay, so I guess she got married at City Hall, and then we had a reception then, and then part 2 was she got married on the actual beach of Miami, Florida, which was great. I still am putting those videos together to make one, so stay tuned for that, guys. I'll definitely keep you posted. Today's video is just gonna be like a chat video. Yeah, so I'll take my sip. Oh, and if you like my nails, they're like hot pink, and then this one is like a nice orangey color, so it looks like they're all hot pink unless you look at them and you're like, oh, those are different, you know. Yeah, something different, you know me. You know how that goes. And I just want to say shout out to my mom. She bought me this shirt. Let me show y'all. Look at the shirt. Isn't this cute? Everybody got a whole bunch of compliments on it, even though I had this shirt for a whole year. But that's not the point. I just opened it today to rip the tags off today. And it says Flawless on it, and it has Flawless on the arms. I got a lot of compliments on it, and it's like a hoodie. Let me show y'all. Shout out to my mom, because she did be knowing my style. Yeah, it's like a hoodie or whatever, but, you know, I got the big curly hands, so I wouldn't do that. But, yeah. Yes. So I wrote down my topic for today. So 2 things. Today's video is going to be, it's no story time today, though I do have a good one. Yeah, but I don't have that story time. But today's story time, oh, it's not story time. Did I just say it's not supposed to be story time? Today, my boo just texted me. Okay, sorry. So today's topic is, what do you do when you have an asshole for a boss, and learning how to work and cope with that, and or coworkers that you can't stand, or coworkers that you just rather keep to the side for a minute, you know what I'm saying? And just some pointers on how to just stay sharpened up and making sure you're on point. Okay, so first I'm gonna start off, disclaimer. Now listen, I am not perfect, and a lot of things I had to learn as I go, but every day I'm taking in as a lesson, so every day I'm learning, you understand? So these are just pointers that kind of help me. Take it or leave it. I'm just telling you, you know, if you could just spread the love, spread the word. This is what I'm here for. This is the chat. Come on, y'all. Get it together. Okay, so that's that. So first, I'm going to start off with what to do when you have an asshole for a boss. Okay, now maybe asshole may be a strong word, but I'm just saying, if you're not in the boss's shoes, I'm pretty sure once a time or 2 or 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the people done called you an asshole. If you are the boss, yeah. And first of all, to be the boss, a lot of people are not gonna like you, and that is what separates the two, and that's fine because it's work. But at the same time, you were little before, like you were at the bottom at one point, so people tend to forget that when they get to the top, it gets to their head, and it's like, wait, hold up. Especially if you used to do the bad things that everybody else used to do at work, and then you want to move up and then act different. So I'm just going to give you some pointers on how to overcome that. These are just some pointers that I feel can be, I don't know, informative. Could take something from it, or not. But tell me what you guys think. Either way, hopefully you guys like and subscribe my video. That would be great. First things first, remember the first topic. What do you do when you have an asshole for a boss? Like I said, I am learning as I go. You know, I'm not perfect. You know, I've probably had a couple situations, run-ins to really learn or whatnot. But like I said, everything happens for a reason, and you just learn and know how to do and what not to do. And yeah, cool. Okay, so first things first. I've had a couple asshole bosses in my day. I just want to start off with that. So, just want to make sure you know that I can understand. I can relate. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I think that oftentimes people somehow forget that you were once at the bottom. Well, maybe not everybody was at the bottom. Let's start there, because some people, it's not what you know, it's who you know, and you get in like that, which is cool. But for some, sometimes we forget that we started at the bottom, and then it gets to your head, and then you get the position, and that position you just run off the cliff, and then failure. You feel me? So you just always want to keep that in mind for if you're that person that one day gets into the higher power. You understand? Like, let's not forget where you came from. Let's not forget what you used to do before you became this. And let's not forget that we're all human beings. We all use the bathroom the same. We all do this the same. We all breathe the same. We're all human. Chill. Okay? Now, these pointers I'm going to give you is just if you have an asshole for a boss. Now, pause the story. I am the type of person that when I'm working, I don't even want to come in contact with the boss. Like, I want the boss to know my name, of course. You know what I mean? I want you to know that when you're not here, I'm getting my work done, of course. But I don't want to be smiling in your face and chit-chatting and just, I don't know. You be the boss over there and let me work over here. Like, that's just how I am. I don't like that pressure feely type situation. And I just want to be in your face, grilling and chi-chiing, knowing, and behind my back is like, yo, you're still my boss. I mean, unless you was my friend before you got the position, of course. But I'm just saying, like, I just don't like that whole mixy. You are superior. Let's keep that relationship, and I am going to stay in my lane and do what I got to do for me. You understand? That's just me. So let's start there. Okay, so if you find yourself in a situation where you do have an asshole for a boss, and I don't want to keep saying asshole because I feel like that's a curse, but really, like, that's sometimes what it is. You understand what I'm saying? You must, always keep your composure, okay? You never, ever, ever want to see, and this is for anything, your enemy or whatever the case, you never want to see that person you never want that person to see you sweat. Ever. You understand? If the person somehow, like, I don't want to say, like, if the person, like, didn't hire you and you already had the position, whomever who gave you that position saw that you were worthy enough to get it. So don't ever forget that, okay? Okay, you also want to make sure that at all times you are doing your job description. I don't want to say anything more, but nothing less than. You understand what I'm saying? You never want to give that person reason to have to say and have to do because you aren't doing what you were getting paid to do. I hope that that's clear. Oh, if you like these lippy, it's Carmex. I was in the emergency room last night, and the doctor was like, oh my goodness, I love your lipstick. I love it. It's like, oh really? I had to think, and I was like, oh, it's Carmex, girl. She was like, Carmex? Yeah, maybe because the lips are just big, but it's Carmex. But okay, yeah. Back on here. You always want to make sure that you are doing what you are getting paid to do. You never want to waste company time and give anybody a reason to have to say anything about your behavior, not following through, not handing in things on time. Okay, now, as much as it is having an asshole boss, that's their job. Their job is to be the boss of things, to make sure that everything, and so with that being said, there's a lot of things that they may be on the chopping block for, and the last thing that you want to do is give them a reason to say that because of you not completing your task is the reason why their job couldn't get done. And it's sad to say, but that's really how some things go down. You understand what I'm saying? So you just always want to stand clear of that. Also, respect goes a long way. Now, because they're the asshole, quote unquote, they may not have that respect. You understand what I'm saying? And you have to know within you about self-control. And this goes back into never letting them see you sweat. Self-control, that goes a long way. You understand? So back to the respect. Sometimes it's not what you do, it's how you do it. That's not even the saying I wanted to say, but that is true. Sometimes it's not what you say, but how you say it. That's what I want to say. Sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You understand what I'm saying? So you can deliver a message, you understand, and it'd be perfectly clear that they understand without the neck rolling and the attitude and all of this extra. You can do what you have to do. You can say what you have to do. What you have to say. What you have to do. You can say what you have to say without being extra. Because anything other than getting your point across in a respectful way, because one, we are still at work, is out of line. Period. Period. Anything that is said all extra without it's extra, period. It's like really nothing else. You can say what you have to say. You can be firm and say what you have to say respectfully, unless you're being disrespected. And not even that, because at the end of the day, what was done in the dark comes to the light. You understand what I'm saying? And it is an uncomfortable feeling going to work with somebody who you cannot stand. The thought of them breathing like that. I respect people who can, like, yo, I don't even lose sleep over this. Like, I'm not losing sleep over no dumbass situation. Like, I respect them, because sometimes, you know, I'm a Pisces, so like I wear my heart on my sleeve. I be in my feelings about a lot. And, you know, have come in contact with people who, that shit rolling right off my back. And it's not as easy for me to do. But it is great to know how to do. It may not be easy, but like I said, you're never gonna see me sweat, but I know how to do it. You have to know how to play the game. Okay? Now, if your asshole is a boss, and I mean like purposely doing things, you want to always keep a log of things. Keep it logged up. Today, at this time, at this day, this is what happened. You understand what I'm saying? Now, there's always a chain of command. You understand? Like, you don't want to be going and telling on every little thing. No. You keep a personal file of different things or whatever, of what's going on day to day, so that if it does spiral out, you have something that you can refer back to. And in your proof of how it played out or how it happened, so that it's not as if it's just come out of nowhere. Like, you know, they don't know what you're talking about. You don't know, whatever, and everybody's dumbfounded. You understand what I'm saying? So you just always, to protect yourself. Okay? Now, that's if you have an asshole boss. Sometimes I'm gonna just, for my example, I've had situations where I've had a boss who wasn't necessarily an asshole, but like homie or homegirl was so far up there in the sky, your head is all up, whatever, you this, just because you're the boss, that everybody underneath you is belittled or not as important, when really it's a teamwork when working. You understand? Because without my little tiny job, example, your job up there wouldn't be able to be completed. You understand what I'm saying? So let's not forget that. And often people forget that, where you got to bring their ass back down to size. But work is not the place for that. You understand what I'm saying? It's a way to do things. You got to be on it like that. Like, oh, okay, you can play that game. I got you. If that's how you're moving, no problem. But see, as your boss, you can't do that. So, you know, that's not your friend. You understand? That's why I don't like crossing the two. I really don't. Like, if you're my boss, stay my boss. I'm not chimmy with you. I'm not in your face smiling. I'm goosh. I just you do this and I'm gonna do that. You feel what I'm saying? Still get my work done, but I don't want to be in your face. I don't even want to ride the elevator with you. That's bad. Especially like if we didn't know each other, and of course I came into the job and you were my boss. I'm not even trying to be in your face like that. Like, that's just me. I'm good. Real good. So yeah, that's that. But in some cases, you know, you just have to know how to distinguish the two. I mean, it's important for you. I mean, some people don't pay no mind to it, but I think that it's important just to know. You understand what I'm saying? It's always best to know. Okay, so that's that. And then if you have a coworker who you can't stand, or maybe, you know, just a coworker that does too much or just a lot of things, here's my advice to that. Okay, so listen, we're all grown and we're all in the workplace. So we need to act as such. Okay? And sometimes you have to mentally prepare yourself, A, or B, mentally be considerate that we don't know what goes on in people's personal lives. You understand? And for the sake of my peace, I'm going to forgive you for all of the petty nonsense shit that you doing. You understand? I'm going to forgive you for my peace. Keep that mindset in your head. You feel what I'm saying? And you don't have to be around them. And that's okay. You understand? If you respect your coworker, or you love them that much, or, you know, some people are real close to their coworkers, and maybe we just had a falling out or whatnot. When you get a time, you put them aside, like, hey, when you get a moment, you think we could chat for a moment? And I don't mean you think we could chat for a moment just so you could go in the corner and whoop their ass. No, on some real respectful adult shit. You know, when you get a moment, you think we could just talk for a minute, you know, just so we could, like, clear the air. Because while I'm so upset with you for this reason, you're upset with me for that reason. And I'm so in my head about what you did to me. I'm not considering the things that maybe that I could have done to you. And if you care for that coworker, or just care enough to try to, you know what, I'm just want to squash this, because that's how I am. Like, I don't like going to work and being all in my, I don't like that. I just rather come to work and work, like, because with me, if I'm coming to work and it's like awkward, it's like, forget it. You know what I'm saying? And if I care about you, it may hurt my feelings that like, damn, like, we used to be real close. You understand what I'm saying? Like, way back, And so I care enough to at least make that effort. Now, if I make the effort and maybe you don't want to make the effort, or maybe you don't want to be a part, then I know that it's going to be okay, because I know that I tried, honestly. Now, this is advice for people who want to take it, if you feel like it's needed. Now, don't be an asshole about it now. Like, don't go out your way just to be petty, because I'm Queen Petty. Call me Petisha. You heard? I am petty, Betty, SirBrittBratt, Chetty. Like, that's just me. I'm just saying. And so I understand how easy it is to be that way. It is so easy to be petty. Like, you want to be funny? You want to be funny? I got you. It's so easy to be that way. But it's not worth it. Let it go. Let it go. Now, I'm telling you this, and I promise that I'm going to remember this in the next situation. Oh, I don't want to say next, like, I just want it to happen. Lord knows I don't want nothing like that to happen. I'm just saying, like, if I find myself in that situation, you never know. I couldn't even tell you what this is. I couldn't tell you. But okay. If I find myself in that situation, I'm going to remember this video just because it's important, you know, and while I'm level-headed, yeah, I'm going to remember this video, let's just say. And then I'm going to let y'all know if I was able to stick through with it, because, yeah, like I said, I'll be the first to, like, this is what you should do. This would help me. Because it may have helped me in another situation. I don't know if it's going to help in all situations. Look at my shirt. But, you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so yeah, there's a way to do things in the workplace, period. There's a way to do things in life. When you get older, 65, 70, 55, you don't want to be sitting here still beating people up, fighting people, losing jobs over nonsense. You don't. You already settled in your ways. You're too old for the nonsense. Get it together. So you might as well learn how to get it together. Just saying. But yes, it's important to know. You understand? It's so much easier to forgive the person before anything else. Like, yo, I forgive you. And you don't even gotta tell them. Listen, like I said, I commend anybody who can just snap back like nothing ever happened. Because for me, it takes a while. So I'm sure there's other people out there that it takes a while. Let me know if you're one of those people. Like, if it takes a little minute for you to get back on track, you know what I mean? Because if something just happened and it's brand new, I'm like, what? What? Especially if I feel like somebody's disrespecting my character. Oh, no. You can check somebody. You can let somebody know off the back how you feel. You could go off, go in, and do whatever you gotta do. There's a way to do so. And if you think it's going to compromise you and your job, don't do it. It's just not that serious. You still got bills. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear you're going to pay your phone bill because what? Because you got fired because you did what? Some dumb... It's less serious. You know, it's a way to do things, guys. Like, I just want y'all to really understand this, like, because working with people who is draining. It's draining. Like, I've been there. Like, I've been there. And I'm happy that I've learned this experience like younger and then, so that now I know how to do what I have to do. You know, A, to keep my job, B, to pay the bills, and C, just to make sure that I have my own self-control. It starts with self-control. Now, if you're being straight, blunt, disrespected, and your morals and all of that is being compromised, that's different. You do handle what you have to handle. But once again, there is a way to do things. Like, there is a way to do things. It's a way to do things. I grew up with manners. Hopefully you guys did too. And I know when shit get rough, all that shit go out the window. Like, what? Cut it. I get it. I definitely get it. But, you know, take it easy, guys. One day at a time. That's all you could do. One day at a time. You come to work. Like I said, if that person matters to you that much, you pull them to the side. You know what? Just recently I had to do that at work. And I'm grateful that I did it because of people I genuinely cared for them. You know, and I thought that it was worth that extra step of, you know what, guys, when you get a moment, you think we could talk? You feel me? And I'm happy that I did so because we're happy again. So I'm just, you know, if you can, remember that, guys. Now, as far as the manager part, the boss part, they're the boss. YOLO. Fuck it. They got the job. They probably got more stress than you got. It's all right. You try talking to them if you can. If you can't, everybody got a boss. Everybody got a boss. Don't look stupid going over his head or her head to get to that boss, because it might backfire. I just want you to think about all the plans that you could think about, all the scenarios and all the ways it can go left, right, then, and then put a plan together. Think, put a plan together. Think before you talk. That might help. You might want to think before you open your mouth. You don't want to put your foot in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I hope this was a cute little yippity yap chit chat for real, because that dead was like a cute little chip chat, whatever. Yeah, but tell me what you guys think. I hope you guys like and subscribe. Until next time, guys. Later.